Where am I? This island smells kind of familiar. Ugh. Only one island smells as bad as... Oh no! Those two maladjusted greed monsters left me marooned on Monkey Island! Well, that's it. I give up. I'll never overcome these incessant obstacles. It's like my whole life is a never-ending series of puzzles. Oh, hey, Timmy. Don't try to cheer me up. Just give up. I know I am. Oh, all right. I'll do it for the kids. First order of business, get off this stupid island. Second order of business, stop Ozzy and LeChuck from using the ultimate insult on Elaine and assorted others. Third order of business, buy some new shoes. How'd he get here anyway? It looks like that's the only bunch of bananas in the area that these ravenous monkeys haven't gotten their opposable thumbs on yet. Hey, it's Timmy the monkey! How are you, boy? How'd he get here anyway? This poor starfish died on the dry, sandy shore of Monkey Island. It's not wise to disturb the dead. Ever-increasing monkey population. Stop overpopulating the island. There are only so many bananas. Signed, HT. Is it just me, or do these things look like they'd make good bowling balls? What fun is it to juggle just one thing? Ah, yes. The magic of a warm campfire. It's probably more charming at night. Herman!
Where?
Here! You're Herman Toothrot, the Hermit of Monkey Island.
I am? Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, your best friend in the whole world.
If you're my best friend, where were you when I lost my memory?
Your memory seems to be slipping.
Is it? I can't remember.
What do you remember?
Mostly a lot of staggering around. Then a weird kid named Sheepgood showed up and told me my name was Herman.
It's nice to see that whatever scrambled your brain hasn't affected your sense of humor at all. Think hard. Do you remember anything else?
I remember being asked a bunch of nosy questions, fancy boy.
What's the earliest thing you remember?
This isn't some sort of regression therapy, is it?
I don't think so.
'Cause I don't want to wake up thinking that I've been kidnapped by aliens or something.
Just try to remember as far back as you can.
Let's see, ow!
What?
I remember waking up next to my hammock with a bump on my noggin.
When?
Oh, a couple hours ago.
You can't remember back more than a couple of hours?
I guess not. Is that a bad thing? I can't remember.
So your memory still doesn't reach back more than a couple of hours?
Not since I woke up next to my hammock, nope.
I think I'll plumb the murky depths of your memory later.
Whatever.
How are things on Monkey Island?
This is an island?
See you later, Herman.
Who?
It's old Herman Toothrot, the Hermit of Monkey Island. Looks like the result of an exciting ride.
stealing my gold, Sonny?
Herman?
That's me. Well, see you around, miner boy.
There sure are a lot of roots growing through this ceiling. Without I'm not picking that up. There sure are a lot of roots growing through this ceiling. Without those roots, there'd be only sky left. There's a hole in this bucket. No, it's got a hole in it. It can't be safe to store cloth sacks of gunpowder so close to open flames. Those look too heavy to be carrying around. It's a big metal door. It's dark in there, but I can see the latch for the door. It's broken. It's the lever that controls the track switch. It's probably stuck. HT, regarding mining operations. Stop them, at once. Your mining is causing sinkholes on our sacred island. Signed, JJJ. It's a gold-plated banana picker. Hey, the handle of this is shaped like a little man. Funny that I didn't notice that last time I had this thing. Got one. Got one. Hey, stop that. Here, have a banana. Here, have a banana. Here, have a banana. Here, have a banana. It's a closed vent of some sort. Here, monkey, monkey, monkey. That worked like a charm. Here, have a banana. Yo! I wonder what this gauge is for. It seems to have fallen into the machinery. I can't reach it. Got it. What in the Sir Francis Drake does all this machinery do? These controls seem too small for a human. I wonder what they're for. I wonder how these rocks managed to get stacked this way. I'm not picking that up. There's an unusual canal cut into the side of the cliff here. Normally a pile of rocks wouldn't be that interesting, but these... I'm not picking that up. I'm not picking that up. Guess there aren't any more boulders on that ramp. Hey, what are you doing with that? I have the power of Gray Monkey! What tiny shields? They must have been used in really tiny battles. I can't reach it. Wow, I actually get to use this banana picker more than once. That must be the most unholiest of Bibles. I'm not picking that up. Well, at least their heating bill must be pretty low.
Greetings, my child. Welcome to the first Church of LeChuck, Orthodox. I am Father Allegro Rasputin. How may I help you?
The first Church of LeChuck? You're kidding, right?
Not at all. This temple is dedicated to worshipping the awe-inspiring perfection that is LeChuck.
How could you build a religion around LeChuck? He's an unholy demon pirate from heck!
I kindly suggest that you mind your tongue, heretic. Such blasphemies will not be tolerated in the House of LeChuck.
Well, how does the Church of LeChuck compare to other major religions?
They're remarkably alike, only ours is a lot more screaming flames and pointy sticks.
That's kind of what I imagined. Don't look now, but there's a river of lava flowing through the middle of your church.
Yes, I know. We use it for church ceremonies.
Bar mitzvahs?
Weddings.
Well, I guess that's one way to cure cold feet. How does this stream of lava fit into the church's wedding ceremonies?
Good question, Tovarishch. Here at the Church of LeChuck, we see marriage as a plunge into the unknown. As a symbol of that plunge, we send our newlyweds on a harrowing ride down a river of molten lava.
Doesn't that kill them?
Only if the restless spirit of LeChuck doesn't approve of the union. Besides, our honeymoon boats are lined with Stantec voodoo-enhanced asbestos to keep fatalities to an acceptable minimum.
Are you some sort of hologram or something?
Of course not. I'm a ghost.
And you're a priest.
Da.
So you're sort of a holy ghost then?
Very clever, my child. But let's not go looking for trouble, eh?
How'd a ghost like you end up running the first Church of LeChuck?
That's an interesting story, Tovarishch.
Why do I keep asking people their life stories?
Many years ago, I was the captain of a stately ship called the Weeping Iguana. It was a good life, hauling contraband plush toys from one island to another.
And then you met LeChuck?
And then I met LeChuck. His crew of crazed ghost pirates made quick work of my fine ship and their equally fine crew.
I hate when that happens.
LeChuck himself gutted me with his flaming ghost sword and held my still-beating pancreas in front of my face before I died.
Icky.
When I woke up, I was another member of his obedient ghost crew.
Well, how'd you go from being a ghost pirate to a ghost priest?
It was a gradual process. At first, I resented LeChuck for turning me into a ghost. But the more I thought about it, the more I came to revere him as a god. After all, he did bring me back from the dead, which is a pretty neat trick. So I decided to build this church in his honor.
Well, how do you like being a ghost priest?
The hours are good. I occasionally miss the high seas.
I could use some advice, Padre.
What's troubling you, my son?
I need to find a way to get off this Verschluggener Island.
There is no escape from Monkey Island.
That's not true. I've escaped it on at least 2 occasions.
Well, then why don't you just escape it again, Mr. Smutty Pants?
I, can't.
Ha!
I'd still like to escape from Monkey Island.
Like I said, there is no escape from Monkey Island, not even in the sweet embrace of death.
Jeez, that's discouraging. I'm looking for an antidote to the ultimate insult.
I've never heard of that. What is it?
It's a voodoo talisman that shatters the souls of pirates.
During my travels with LeChuck, I noticed that the easiest way to defeat a voodoo curse was by employing a bigger voodoo curse. But perhaps I'm oversimplifying your plight.
Well, that's okay. My plight could use some simplifying. I've got a couple of evil schnooks on my back.
You must do as LeChuck does when beset by many enemies at once, my son.
Run like a cowardly dog?
No, you must turn your enemies' energies against themselves.
How?
How should I know? I'm just a ghost.
On second thought, getting advice from an obsessed ghost priest seems like a bad idea.
As you wish.
I'd like to try your lava plunge.
Wonderful. That is your bride.
I'm already married, and my wife is several islands away being harassed by bad guys.
Well then, you can't take the plunge.
Oh, come on. Let me ride a boat down a river of molten lava. What am I saying?
Well, I suppose we could use another test run before LeChuck and Elaine's impending nuptials.
What?
Hop on board.
It's pink.
At this point, I'd usually say something about the joys of marriage. But since you're already married, I can skip that part.
I have a very bad feeling about this.
How was the ride?
Really hot in some places, kind of bumpy in others, and impossible to control.
In other words, a perfect metaphor for marriage.
Yeah. You must be this tall to ride this ride. Your Holiness?
Yes, my child.
What was that you said about LeChuck and Elaine getting married?
Oh yes, the prophesied wedding of noble LeChuck and the chaste Elaine.
Chaste?
All the signs point towards the prophecy being fulfilled any day now. I've been working my ghost fingers to the bone, trying to get the church ready for their wedding ceremony.
Elaine can't marry LeChuck, she's already married.
The first Church of LeChuck, Orthodox, doesn't recognize Elaine's blasphemous marriage to the anti-LeChuck.
Who?
The evil anti-LeChuck. He whose name must not be spoken.
Guybrush Threepwood?
Listen to the name, blasphemer!
I'm the anti-LeChuck?
Don't be silly. The anti-LeChuck is 3 meters tall, has a prehensile tail, a forked tongue, and the number 1138 stamped on his forehead.
But his name is Guybrush Threepwood, right?
Stop saying that name!
I'd like to take another test ride on your matrimonial lava plunge.
This is highly unorthodox, but what the heck?
That's the spirit.
Don't worry if your feet begin tingling. That just means it's working.
Whoa, the lava is hotter than a flame broiled otter, and my shoes are slowly melting to the fiberglass floor. There's a pool of lava here, with some amazingly heat-resistant weeds sticking out. Back the lava goes, back to the earth from whence it came. You know, this tree doesn't look very stable. Looks lonely, too. Maybe I should just put it out of its misery. Wow, that tree just fell right over. Your Holiness?
Yes, my child.
I'd like to take another test ride on your matrimonial lava plunge.
This is highly unorthodox, but what the heck?
That's the spirit.
Permanentes sentados, por favor.
What kind of word is flume, anyway? Flume, 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 flume. This banana picker is really starting to come in handy.
Please step up to the boat to your right and enjoy your visit to the first Church of LeChuck, Orthodox.
Those look pretty uncomfortable. I have no idea what he just said, but somehow I feel mildly insulted.